Hello guys, and welcome back to part 8 of Cloudpunk. Today on part 8 we're going to figure out how we get into Huxley's apartment, or something still to do with Huxley. We've just picked him up. He is a like a third person sort of detective, like he speaks in the third person, so yeah, which is a bit weird. But without further ado, we'll get into part 8. Okay, so where was I going? Oh yeah, investigate his office. Let's see. Yeah, so we were getting into his office, weren't we? If I remember rightly. There we go. Nice. Awesome. That is done. That's so cool, we can switch to the third person. That's so cool. But I prefer this camera angle instead. Give a more wider view.
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the Smoking Man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Let's go to the jazz bar then.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Oh.
Control?
No, it is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there. With no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have
Wow.
other friends.
Logic
Hey,
virus.
what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that. But what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hoped the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel.
I was gonna say, can I
rolled
park?
the
But
dice
obviously
and took
not.
a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
There we go, there's the
Just let
bar.
it go.
Smoky Jojo. Okay.
Took you long enough.
Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you? The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smoking Jojo because he was cute. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows, and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You could fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for pasta?
You've been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town. Even if I don't look too good these days. What with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raguan was there, talking about how he got screwed over.
And?
Look, I don't like squilling like this. Give me a minute.
You haven't got long
Jojo
left,
was
mate.
Singing like a songbird, but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't
Wow.
believe I'm getting
Okay.
sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with pasta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous, and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with, cause the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to pasta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him. But he takes a drink, and through his tears he keeps saying, "Sorry, pasta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
Yep, good lead to go on.
For a while, but with JoJo's help, we picked it up again.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on
Who's
your
good?
own, Huxley.
Yeah, you're on your own. You're on your own, dude. I ain't helping you no more.
He is still here?
Yeah,
Why is he
he's
still
come
here?
back. Sorry,
Just taking him to
Camus.
one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. Searching. There was a news story in the Marrow Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest
excuse me.
CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the Holovids?
Yes, he looked sad.
I'll bet. But was there anything in the background?
Actually, let's get some fuel while they're talking,
There
actually.
is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown.
Okay,
I have an address.
let's go there
That
then.
sounds like where a CEO would stay.
Oh, definitely,
Let's assume the
100%.
Holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.
Okay, guess we're going there then.
No, not at all. Completely free.
Good. I don't have a job for you. I was just wondering if...
You know what, Control? Can I get back to you? I'm just picking up another coffee.
All right, kid. All right. I'll have a job soon, though.
Okay.
No rush, Control. Chat soon.
I started to feel like I was holding the dame back. I didn't want to get her in trouble.
It's fine. Let's just see what we can find at Raguan's apartment.
Yep. Better to do this than to do controls missions. Yeah, let's park here. And then make our way across. Where would you go here? I guess you would go like that way, right? Yeah. And then across. Yeah, you would go across here. Yeah, that's it. Cool, and I'm here.
This was the place for sure. I was on my way.
Wait, do you want me to?
I couldn't ask the dame to do any more. She was a class act. A dime store performer in a city of nickels. A diamond in a waste bucket.
Good luck, Huxley.
I said goodbye to my new friends. The dame flashed me a smile brighter than the sun. Even the dog wished me good luck.
No, I didn't.
No, I never.
Chemist, wish him luck.
Good luck, I guess.
Be careful, Huxley. I hope you save Pashta.
The dame wished me luck. Luck? Luck was for gamblers and Girl Scouts. See you later, folks.
See you later. Right, that's done. That's out of the way. Got rid of him. Finally.
Will he be okay?
I don't know, Camus.
I have an additional question.
Go ahead.
What is a Girl Scout?
What is a dime? What is a nickel?
Should I search for them?
No, it's time to move on, Camus.
Hey kid, you free now? Finished your coffee?
My sure thing, Control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package.
Okay,
It's,
no worries.
it's for Anderson Financial in Anderson Tower, labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson
Excuse
Street
me.
in Anderson Town?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it.
Okay, I'll try not to. Sorry. Right, let's go. We've got someone to talk to. We have someone to talk to. It is a farmer. Let's talk to the farmer. Okay, let's talk to you.
Hey, I know you. You're Cloudpunk.
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Vince. We spoke.
Oh yeah, I remember
Maybe you
now.
don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Navalis.
You climbed all the way from the vents to the city?
We were
What?
trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Okay, how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones.
Wow.
There is no way back.
If
Okay.
it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
Okay.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is
All
all
right.
I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here.
Hmm.
I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with
Okay.
the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
Right. Okay. Anyway, we'll pick up this package.
Camus, are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Yes. Near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
Okay, let's go to the farmer place then.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr.
It's a strange
Anderson, we've been
think it's an old
inspecting you.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find
Cool,
this
let's go
Anderson Tower.
to this place first though.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Nivalis, does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not
Let's
have
find the
good
missing.
jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either.
Yeah, let's find the missing farmers.
The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me. How lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice, though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned, I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus. But I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in
so
them
how am I
looking
supposed
down on
to...
me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
How am I supposed to get like above? Oh, am I supposed to go in or something? If I go like in, don't I like... Oh wait, no I don't. Oh no I don't. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see now. Should we just park? Yeah, we'll just park here. And then this is where like the construction site is. Ah, okay. Construction zone. Reconstruction zone, sorry.
There is a security door. I can hear people inside.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
Oh, investigate, there we go. Oh, it's a farmer. Or two farmers.
God, it's open. Someone found us. I don't believe it.
Me neither. You're from the vents?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a
Okay,
long
we'll go to a
time.
bar.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
Thanks.
I don't need...
Please take it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Good luck getting home.
Cora bless you, Cloudpunk.
Cool, awesome. Right, then we'll deliver this package. I definitely need to find a garage. There we go, garage. Cool, on our way again. Oh, I think we're here as well. Wow, this is like literally out in the middle of nowhere. That's pretty cool though. Right, let's park if we can. Sounds good. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, it's cooling off, I think, as well. How am I supposed to... Oh wait, hold on. There's an intercom. Oh, buzzer, sorry. There we go.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
Huh?
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Oh god.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called?
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess.
Wonderful.
Look, can I come in, or?
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you. Oh, there you go. Here's your package.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Go for
Good
it.
idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and it's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message.
Okay.
My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
Right.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium.
Oh, I see him.
Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
Oh.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
Bye. See you later. I'm off.
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
Is he
When
doing
is he
what?
free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
Oh, come
When was
on.
his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll
I
talk
think that's
to
a good
her.
thing.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable.
God.
Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Hey, see you later. I'm off. Oh, leave me alone, please. Okay, Mrs. Anderson.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore.
No.
That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall
Oh,
solvency.
damn it.
But if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Novalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Just quit.
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all.
That's what I'm gonna
Near
do.
the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch.
Okay.
Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Leave the Andersons to make their own choice. I mean, end of the day, they have a brain and they have a mind and that sort of thing. They can speak their own sort of way, I guess. But then resetting them would probably make it a bit better. Feel like they're being controlled, so I might just reset.
I'm sorry, Andersons. I don't think you're ready for Novalis just yet.
I've reset them anyway, it's fine. Okay, return to your hover.
long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Huh?
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it. And pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit, and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
Cool. And this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Honestly appreciate all the support on my previous videos, especially with the Minecraft dungeon videos, which is a new series I'm doing with Ben, and Dead Island as well, and Cloudpunk. If I've said Cloudpunk already, yeah. But anyway, I really do appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Take it easy. Bye bye.